Hello friends, last chapter we discussed about the role of lutein for the eye health. When you are dispensing a prescription from ophthalmologist, lot of time we observe that doctors are prescribing omega-3 fatty acid for the people they are suffering because of different eye diseases. So what is the role of omega-3 fatty acid for the prevention and the management of different eye diseases? Today we are going to discussing about this topic. Welcome to another chapter of 1 Degree Change, a continuous learning program for the pharmacist. The most common eye diseases are, one is macular degeneration, second one is glaucoma, and third one is dry eye syndrome. For all these three conditions, omega-3 fatty acid is playing very important role. So first we can see how this omega-3 help in macular degeneration. Macular degeneration and age-related macular degeneration is one of the most common eye disease. Last two chapters we discussed how this macular degeneration happening. The major portion of the macula and retina is made up of lipid, and especially for the regeneration of photoreceptors, omega-3 fatty acids are playing very important role. Regularly we are exposing to lot of high energy radiation like blue light or ultraviolet radiation, etc. And if we protect also, there is some extent of damage happening for the photoreceptors, and this process is overcome by the regeneration of photoreceptors. For the regeneration of photoreceptors, body need omega-3 fatty acid. We know that this omega-3 fatty acid is a essential fatty acid, and our body cannot synthesize this omega-3, and we should get from diet. And if a person is not getting enough amount of omega-3 from diet, it will affect the regeneration of photoreceptors, and this imbalance happening in the regeneration of photoreceptors is the one of the major reason behind the macular degeneration. Other than the role of regeneration of photoreceptors, omega-3 fatty acid have anti-inflammatory property. When a free radical accumulation happening in the macular region, it will trigger a inflammatory response, and this inflammatory response is the main reason behind the macular damage and the damage of photoreceptors. When a person have deficient in omega-3 fatty acid, it will affect the anti-inflammatory process. Reduced anti-inflammatory process affect the balance between inflammatory and anti-inflammatory reaction of our body, and this will leads to uncontrolled inflammation in macular region. And this uncontrolled inflammation is also playing very important role in the abnormal damage of photoreceptors. By the balance of inflammatory and anti-inflammatory response of body, this omega-3 fatty acids are playing very important role. And because of these two reasons, the supplementation of omega-3 fatty acid is very essential for the prevention and management of macular degeneration. Dry eye syndrome is one of the most common eye diseases most of the people are suffering. Most of the people are regularly using lot of lubricant eye drop for the treatment of dry eyes. So what is happening in this dry eye syndrome? Tears are made up of different layers of water and the lipid. The damage happening in the lipid layer of tears is the one of the major reason behind the abnormal evaporation of tears. And this damage of lipid layer will leads to not only the dry eye syndrome, it will affect the antioxidant protection and also immunity of the eye, and a person is suffering because of dry eye syndrome is easily susceptible for different infection. So how this omega-3 supplementation will help for dry eye syndrome? The lipid layer of tear is regulated by meibomian gland. This omega-3 fatty acid will plays a very important role for the proper working of meibomian gland, and so it will help body to regulate the proper production of lipid layer of tears. So by regulating the working of meibomian glands, omega-3 fatty acid is playing very important role in prevention and also for the treatment of dry eye syndrome. So you can recommend a omega-3 fatty acid both for the treatment and prevention of dry eye syndrome. One other most common eye disease is glaucoma. The imbalance happening in the drainage of intraocular fluid is the one reason behind the increased ocular pressure. This is one of the reasons behind the disease condition called glaucoma. This omega-3 fatty acid is playing very important role for the drainage of intraocular fluid. If a person have deficient in the essential fatty acid like omega-3, it will affect the drainage of intraocular fluid, and this imbalance happening in the drainage of intraocular fluid will leads to increase the intraocular pressure and glaucoma. For the treatment, management and prevention of glaucoma also omega-3 fatty acids are playing very important role. I hope all of you understand the importance of omega-3 fatty acid for the prevention and management of glaucoma, macular degeneration and dry eye syndrome. So don't forget to advise a omega-3 fatty acid both for the prevention and the management of different eye disease. Thank you for watching my video, and if this information is help you to make a 1 degree change in your professional life, please share with your friends. Thank you.